won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started. Y'all finna see what we bout to do.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Throwing Ryan to start out. He finds Taylor, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the 29, Ryan. Pass out left, caught by Woods. 7 yards there and a first down. The Colts are 1-9 now on the year, but they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Brandon Graham, great pursuit there, getting the tackle for loss.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Ryan. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Looking for Jelani Woods that time. And it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ryan. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, Hurts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. But these two teams, the Eagles and Colts, the two best rushing teams in the NFL in 2021 a season ago. The Eagles, maybe a surprise to many that they were number 1 last year. Of course, they got a lot of rushing yards from their quarterback that helped them. And the Colts, with Jonathan Taylor, they were number 2. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
19,
Hurts. That swung out wide to Sanders. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. For one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he has to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 37. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Another run with Sanders. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They run with a man from La Tech. It's Boston Scott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That 2nd down play nets a -4. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Ps5.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready, ready.
Once again with Sanders. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
First and 10, Taylor now. And some room to maneuver. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Stephon Gilmore, he was the one defensively there who really blew that play up before it got started. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Hey, 59, hey! Hey, space! Wait! 58!
Now it's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So Ryan heads to the sideline, and out now is Rodrigo Blankenship for the Indianapolis field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is no good. He missed it.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Ready, set.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Hey, check that, street.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Colts nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Ready,
That sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Up the middle, here's Taylor. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
19 check. No check. Moving 19. 19, 5 years. Cut 19. 60
Here's Hurts to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Rodgers to return it. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Ryan. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. On the move to his left. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
21.
To throw again is Ryan. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Now Ryan. He'll buy some time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack, and that'll bring up 3rd. That sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, it's Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got Smith here. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 4. A give running left. It's Sanders. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, back that. Ready?
They'll go again with Sanders.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They go play action with Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Leonard in there to blow that play up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Let's go now.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Sanders is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw on 2nd and 10. Ryan looking middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's good for a score. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
20.
To throw is Ryan. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Check. Hey, Sal. Hey, wait.
Ryan. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Another pass attempt. Another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different?
True.
You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
59, ready. Check. Wait. Gun.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Touchdown. Michael Pittman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Philadelphia, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.